Welcome everyone to another Seating Dynamics quick class. We are continuing our series of clinical indicators for dynamic seating, and today we're going to talk about using dynamic seating to improve postural control and stability. My name is Michelle Lang. Let's jump on in. So one of the ways that dynamic seating can be used with the clients that we work with who use wheelchair seating is to improve postural control and stability. This is a lesser known or lesser appreciated, perhaps, possible clinical indicator for dynamic seating. Often we're looking at dynamic seating to prevent breakage, to reduce client injury, reduce overall client forces, but we do have support for these clinical indicators as well. For more information about other clinical indicators, check out the rest of our quick classes. So dynamic seating provides resistance to client movement. That resistance is what the dynamic seating component actually is. And in the case of the dynamic back shown here, it's a small elastomer. That elastomer stores energy from the client and helps the client to return to an upright starting position. We know that movement against resistance increases strength, and this is used as a hallmark of therapeutic interventions all the time. But there is research that specifically lets us know that movement against resistance builds strength even in people who have increased muscle tone. Many people who benefit from dynamic seating do have increased muscle tone, often extensor tone throughout their body. There's other research that also tells us that this increase in strength in people with increased muscle tone can occur without a subsequent increase in spasticity. And this is very important. It's very common to hear people express concern that by using dynamic seating, we might actually be reinforcing muscle tone, but we are actually increasing muscle strength. Increased muscle strength can improve overall postural control and stability, and that's particularly seen in the trunk and in the head, in trunk and head control. We may also see an improvement in functioning, and we have a separate class that talks about that specifically. So again, do we have research that backs this up? Well, actually, we do. We could always use more and more current research, but there is research out there that tells us that dynamic seating allows movement while maintaining contact with the support surfaces, and that provides stability and it reduces shear forces. We have research that tells us that people using dynamic seating are showing increased head control and increased postural symmetry, primarily in the trunk, and that is an indication of better and more symmetrical muscle strength. There's also studies showing improved posture overall, improved overall positioning within the seating system, and reduced sacral sitting, that tendency to slide into a posterior pelvic tilt. This could also indicate a change in muscle strength. And then finally, two other studies that mention increase in trunk and head control with dynamic seating intervention. So what's the bottom line? Well, dynamic seating can lead to improvements in postural control, particularly in that trunk and head control as a result of movement within a limited range against resistance. And this is true for people who have increased muscle tone, and it also can occur without an increase in spasticity. So while the main purpose of dynamic seating is not therapeutic, one of the advantages of this technology for people who can benefit from dynamic seating can be improved postural control, and that's a great outcome. We do have a literature review which includes all the references that were cited in this quick class, so you can check that out. It's linked here. And if you have any questions, if you want to discuss perhaps a difficult client scenario, we are happy to do so. You can reach out to Seating Dynamics. You can reach out to me directly via email, and very happy to chat with you. Thanks so much, everyone.